Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to WolfQuest. In the last episode, after crossing paths with our very first moose of the valley, we took all of our pups over here to the sandbar crossing. This is where we're planning on crossing the creek with them, and hopefully getting just one step closer to the summer hunting grounds. But after looking at the map a little bit more, I'm starting to feel a bit concerned. We were going to cross over here because it should bring us to an elk hunting ground, but it also is going to bring us pretty close to the southern wolf pack. We would actually have to cross their territory just to get to our destination. You guys have said this tiny little green dot is where we need to go. I don't know if our pups would be able to survive the southern wolf pack. I mean, it seems like needlessly dangerous. They've already stolen one of our pups. So maybe instead, we'll have Bumble and Mousy go hunt down an elk, but we'll leave our pups on the sandbar crossing for now. Once they get back and all of their puppies are nice and full, we'll see if maybe we could use one of these other crossings instead. That way we can skirt the edges of their territory, and we don't have to get them angry by going straight through. What do you think, Mousy? Does it sound like a good plan? As long as she doesn't decide to bring our pups to us while we're hunting, then I think we should be okay. But we do have a little bit of food left over, so let's go ahead and feed Buzz. If anybody is going to have to protect their siblings, I feel like it would be him, so we want to make sure that he's nice and well fed. Oh, Dandelion, are you doing a little dance for us? Maybe he's super hungry too. It's like he's trying to push his way to the front, so he must be feeling a little change of heart. Maybe Buzz and Honey are actually rubbing off on him after all. He's not quite as timid as he used to be. That means that we only have the tiniest little sliver for you, Honey, which is super sad. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's better than nothing, but we have to find you a better meal, Honey. That is going to be the next thing on our agenda. So the pups aren't going to go anywhere near the water, which means they should be safe here. Let's go ahead and cross where we were planning to before, and then we'll have to start sniffing around for something good to eat, Mousy. I wonder if we'll even find a carcass out here. I mean, if this is where the southern wolf pack is hunting, yeah, then maybe they've left some fresh kill for us to take advantage of. I suppose that carcass would probably be our best bet. It looks like the herd is in this direction. I see those birds up in the sky. Actually, if we go past them, if we pick off that carcass and then come back for our pups, we might be able to chase one of those elks straight toward our babies again. I guess it'll all depend if Mousy is going to help us out or not. Right now it seems like she might be a little bit distracted. I don't see her following us, so I'm not sure if she's going to eat up this meal. Nope, it looks like she's going back toward our babies maybe. Actually, it looks like she might be taking a quick trip into the southern wolfpack's territory. I'm pretty sure that's about where they were. Oh, Mousy, I hope you're being careful. I see that she has a pretty well-covered heart up in the corner, so I don't think she's taking any damage. She's not being attacked by them at least. Maybe she even found some extra food that she could take back to our babies, and that's why she was lurking around there. Honestly, though, I feel like she's probably just sniffing around for Daisy. I feel like she's probably still pretty torn up about the whole situation, and we're so close to where she was taken. It's gotta be hard for Bumble, too, not to just sneak in there and see what he can find. But he knows that he has babies to watch after, and he doesn't want anyone else to get stolen. So let's see if we can scare one of the elk toward our babies now. Hopefully some of them will scatter. There we go. If we bring this one toward our babies, maybe we could even... Yes, Mousy! Maybe we could even take it down right on the sandbar crossing. Wouldn't that be something? Let's see if we can get in a nice good bite. Mousy is so close too, but she just can't seem to land any attacks. I hope she's still following. There we go, Mousy. We're gonna take a quick rest over here, get our stamina back up. Oh no, but don't chase it into the wolfpack territory. Oh no. Oh, Mousy, I think that's what she's doing. Wait a second. Let's give a howl, call her off. If she comes back to us, hopefully that'll give us time to herd the elk in the right direction again. Oh my gosh, I just noticed. Off in the corner by those trees, do you see that? I think that might actually be the southern wolf pack. At first I thought it was another herd of deer, or another herd of elk rather. But if that's where the wolves are, something tells me they're watching us right now. They probably want to see where we're going to steer this elk, because I'm sure they would be willing to jump in and steal it from us. We are sorely outnumbered. Alright, Mousy, so we are going to have to be super, super careful here. I wonder if we should go around the elk from the back? Oh no, we're spooking it again. Okay, as long as we stay on this side, we should be able to steer it away from the enemy wolves. And that's all that we really want to do right now. Oh, she's going straight back to her herd. Oh, Mousy, have we messed this all up? I think we can still salvage it. Let's just make sure that we don't steer it too far away. I mean, it's so close to that final standoff. I don't really want it to be in the water either, and that seems to be where it's going. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is much, much better. We should be able to take it down here, and then we can heal a bee because he looks like he's getting pretty hurt. It must be all of the excitement, seeing those southern wolves in the distance. Oh, I think I can still see them from here too. Well, at least we have another elk that is much closer to our babies, so if we need to pick up a little bit of extra food before we leave, we now have that option. At least all of our babies are safe and sound. They must have been watching us as we were hunting. Oh, and Buzz, you're actually quite close to the water side. I'm surprised to see him so close to the river. Be careful, little one. We don't want you getting swept away, especially with the other wolves watching. Here's some food for you too, Dandelion. And it actually looks like Honey may have eaten. Oh, I wonder if Mousy gave her some food when she came back over here? I didn't even notice. Well, at least that means that everybody is fed. And if the carcass is right there, we might as well take a quick dip in the river so we can go ahead and snatch it up. Ooh, and that was actually a pretty safe spot for us to potentially bring our pups to. I'm surprised that that area was so shallow. Maybe there's more to crossing the river than just where the gravel is. We'll have to keep our eyes open for any more shallow portions. But yeah, the next order of business is definitely going to be finding a way for our pups to cross. Somewhere that won't lead us straight into the enemy wolf territory. Actually, I'm kind of like morbidly curious. Can we get closer to those wolves? Just to see if maybe it's the same faces that stole Daisy. The same dark wolves that snuck into our territory. I can just barely see them. Oh, is he spinning? Oh my gosh, I think the wolf is spinning in circles. They're doing a little dance out there. You are the Southern Wolf Pack, right? Yes, they definitely are. I'm sorry for intruding on your party. Don't mean to cause a scene here. We'll go back to our own babies. Good to know that they are lurking about, though, and they are very, very alert. Honey? What are you doing way out here? Oh, Honey, wandering away from your family again. Why am I not surprised? She must have been distracted by all of those beautiful flowers. Oh, I just noticed. The green bar goes way, way down when we're carrying our pups. That must be why they squirm out of our jaws. Yeah, when that bar reaches the bottom, that must be when Bumble drops his babies. So I guess we're going to have to be mindful of that too. We don't want him to drop his babies in the water, of course. That would be a disaster. Are they still watching us? Is it that the wolf pack? No, I think that might be the elk herd. Oh, this is the perfect time for us to cross then. The wolf pack is going to be very distracted by all of that food. So let's see if this is a good place for us to cross. It looks nice and shallow so far. Ooh, except for the end. Ooh, I don't know about this spot, Mousy. Maybe that's not going to work out after all. I would really prefer to take our pups where we don't have to swim at all, because I don't want to risk any of them getting swept away in our jaws. I don't know, should we risk it? Or should we just try to find a better place a little bit further up? Maybe there's somewhere better to cross just a little bit up a ways. Let's just take a quick peek. I mean, it looks pretty deep from here, but I do know that the river can be quite deceiving, so we'll have to give it a try anyways. Oh, I can't imagine that any of this is going to be good for us to swim through. Yeah, I can't even see the bottom of the river here. That is some very, very deep water. Oh no, and she's brought Dandelion way out here too? Ooh. And the elk have come back. Oh, they've decided to cross over here to us? Very interesting. I hope that's not going to get the southern wolf pack too hungry. We don't need them slinking out of their territory either. Now the only other place I can think to check is maybe straight ahead. If you can see, there's kind of a sandy area where it seems to dip down, but I'm not feeling too confident about this. We might just have to go with the spot we found before. Yeah, this looks pretty deep too. Yep, just as I feared. Oh, Bumble! He can barely keep his own head above the surface over there. Definitely not where we want to bring our pups. Oh, I am just so nervous to go swimming with them. I mean, should we give it a try? I think we're going to have to, otherwise we're going to end up somewhere far away from any elk, and our pups are going to starve before we reach the hunting grounds. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to pick up Daisy because she's stranded out here thanks to her mother. Then we'll bring all of our pups over to that one crossing place and we'll feed them one last time. That should at least get their hunger up enough that hopefully if they do take any damage, they'll have enough stored away to keep them alive. This is probably a good lesson though. Next time when one of our puppies takes on the hive, we'll try to find a different place for them to cross over to the other side of the creek. We're definitely going to steer clear of the sandbar crossing because it's way too close to the enemies for comfort. We're almost there, little ones. Mousie seems to be picking off the rest of that carcass. I'm assuming that's probably why she's out there anyways. She probably just wants to make sure that none of her puppies are going to starve on this journey. Alright, once they get as close as they'll go to the water, which might be about here. Really, you guys? You don't want to go any further? Just a little bit closer would be excellent. I think we're going to pick them up and drop them off a bit closer ourselves. That way we won't have very far to run. We'll put you down right here on the sand. Here you go, Buzz. I guess we'll go ahead and feed him first, too. They are getting super hungry. Oh, so hungry that one feeding just isn't enough. Let's go ahead and grab Honey next, and then hopefully when Mousie comes back, she'll grab Dandelion and feed him too. Oh, Buzz? Oh, he's way over here. He must have been a little bit too nervous so close to the water like that. Gee, I wonder if Buzz has a peculiar fear of the river. Maybe we finally found something that he's a little bit too frightened of. He seems like he is the strongest, of course. He tries to put up a brave front because he has to now that his sister is gone. But I wonder if there are some fears that even he can't conquer. There you go, Dandelion. A nice big meal from your mother. And now it's time for us to make the cross. So let's go with Buzz first. You'll be okay, little one. Your dad isn't going to let anything bad happen to you. If we have him rest for a moment, we should be able to regain that stamina. All the way up to the top so we know he's not going to get too tired once he starts going. Let's pick him up and then let's run, Bee. Let's run as fast as you can. Oh, that little distance that he has to swim is the worst. Our pup is definitely taking damage from it, but the good news is we managed to cross and Buzz is still alive. So I think it'll work. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mousie. Oh, I didn't realize that she was going to take the babies too. Thank goodness she found a shallow place. I wonder if she actually found a way to go without swimming at all. I mean, Dandelion looks like he's in pretty good shape. Oh, no. Oh, and she's grabbing Honey too? Are you? It looked like she was. But I guess she's leaving it up to us. Okay, let's fill her up again, and then go ahead and grab her before Mousie gets any ideas. We'll do the same thing that we did for Buzz and just bring her right over to the edge of the water. Put her down for a moment and let Bumble rest. Don't you get any ideas, Mousie? I see you watching. Yeah, you just sit down and wait, okay? Let's go ahead and bring Honey across. Oh, that tiny little bit of swimming is just the worst. But Honey is okay too, thank goodness. Oh, there we go. Looks like Mousie has some food to feed her. Then let's go ahead and grab Dandelion. All off on your own over here, you poor little guy. Yeah, I'm surprised. Dandelion looks like he was probably the best out of the bunch. I guess Mousy found a better way to go, but she didn't seem too interested in telling us. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Put down the cub. Put down your pup. And then get rid of this coyote. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Straight into the wolf pack territory too. Can you take care of the coyote for us? That would be nice. Nope, we're gonna have to do it ourselves. Oh jeez. Oh, this is not good. No, don't bring Buzz to us. Grab Buzz and bring him away from the wolves, okay? Where did the coyote go? We didn't kill it. There it is. Oh, this is terrible, terrible timing. It's going to charge our pups. Oh, stay away, you stay away. Between Mousy, the pups, the wolf pack, and the coyote, I don't know what to focus on. Okay, it's over here. That's a little bit better. At least we're not chasing it toward the enemy. Oh, one wrong move and I feel like we're done for here. Okay, let's go ahead and chase after the coyote now. Oh no. Oh no, it zipped right past me. Just a couple more bites. Okay, there we go. The coyote is taken care of. Our babies are still behind us. And as for the enemy wolves, oh, look at them just stare us down. That is so terrifying. All of our pups are okay, though. All of them seem to be full. So let's take that as our cue to leave. Let's go straight to the summer hunting grounds and pretend that none of that ever happened. Oh, Mousy. And here I thought crossing the creek would be the actual worst of it. You know, that was actually our first predator, too. We've been so lucky on this journey. Aside from the eagle at the very beginning, that kind of squawked to warn us that it was near, we have yet to see any major dangers around these parts. Bumble's journey has been pretty scenic, to be honest. Now I wonder where we're meant to go? The star is right ahead from here. Do you think maybe it's that clearing up on top of the hill? That looks awfully suspicious. And if that's it, then we are super close, little guys. Home is on the horizon. I hope what we have in our stores is going to be enough to tie them over to, because I can't imagine that we're going to see any elk out here. The elk hunting grounds are far behind us now. Yeah, we're just barely skirting the edge of that territory. Oh, that was terrifying. They are still watching us too, just looming in the background. Big, giant shadows. It makes me wonder what they're doing with Daisy. How they're going to train her. If they're going to train her to be just as fearsome as they are. It's definitely a story that I want to continue in the future, but I'm thinking that Daisy's story might be a good one for us to experience in WolfQuest 3. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure the new update is supposed to come out soon, so I feel like that would be a special story for us to tell in the new version of the game. So if we wanted to continue our story here, that would leave us with Honey, Dandelion, and Buzz. Dandelion, the runt of the litter, who would probably want to find a very safe and secluded place to raise his own babies. He wouldn't want to be anywhere near the major dangers that we've discovered here. He would probably want to be as far away from the southern wolf pack as possible. Maybe then he would be more likely to take up residence in the north. Oh, what is that though? Is that a fox or a cougar? Wait a second. Oh, please tell me that that is just a fox. Let's go ahead and sniff the scent markers just in case. This is a male fox. He doesn't seem too interested in our pups, so maybe we can leave him be. It's certainly not like the coyote, at least, who is literally charging our babies. I'm going to keep my eye on him, but I won't bother going after him. Maybe if we just leave him alone, he'll leave us alone too. Yeah, Mousy's got it covered. She's keeping watch on the back of the group. Distracted Honey, as always. She always seems to be lagging behind. So I wonder where she would want to make her home. I'm still thinking probably somewhere near that lone tree. It was such a beautiful, gorgeous place, with so many wildflowers. Honestly, anywhere with flowers would probably be just fine to her. I could see her wanting to raise her pups in some beautiful location like that. We'll let Mousy go ahead and try to find some more food too. I think that's probably what she's doing. We have such little food to work with ourselves. Probably only enough for one more pup, in fact. So just in case anything goes crazy here, we are so close to the end, but after that coyote encounter, who knows what's in store for us next. I think I can still see the wolves watching us. They're kinda hard to notice, they're like little ants in the distance, but they are still watching us to make sure we're not going to invade their territory. I swear it must just be because they're guarding Daisy with their lives. I wonder if she's really made a name for herself there. Maybe she was even stolen away by one of the alphas of their pack. Could you imagine? So now she's a little queen bee once again, but just not with her own family. I feel like she was old enough that she would probably remember her parents, and her siblings too, of course. But how would they get her to forget them? Would they tell her that we abandoned her? I can only imagine that they must be trying to turn her against us, or else surely she would return to us when she's old enough. Very, very curious. It's something that we'll have to think about for the future for sure. But we are so close now. That must be the den site that we're meant to meet. I don't see any elk in the area though, which is kind of worrying. This is supposed to be the summer hunting ground, right? All we've actually seen out here so far is a fox, the coyote. I don't know, maybe the elk are still migrating in this direction. We did see them coming over here after all, if they weren't destroyed by the southern wolves. Ooh, the star is really bright now. It looks like they actually want us to go this way, kind of toward that lone tree that's standing right in the middle of the fields. We must be just around the corner, little guys. Maybe it's time for us to give them their last bit of food? Who's the hungriest out of you all? Oh, it actually looks like it's Buzz this time. Interesting. Maybe it's the fear of it all. That was a lot of pressure going through the water like that. He tries to act tough, but you know, even Buzz has to have his own fears. So do you think this is it? Right here? I wonder if those trees in the distance, maybe that's where we're meant to go? I don't want to leave our pups behind, of course. I want to make sure that they can follow us straight into the end goal as well. Mousy, maybe if you want to pick up one of our pups, that would be a good way for us to cart them over. I'll grab Dandelion. He's been walking for quite some time now anyways. And we'll bring them straight over to these beautiful trees. I guess this is where they're meant to make their home next? It's actually quite a change. We were living in the mountains before. I'm not sure if Bumble is used to hunting in the woods. This is going to go all the way back to some of his very first moments, actually. Yes, time to howl. You've reached the rendezvous site and your family is close behind. Howl to lead them here. Oh, excellent. So we can sit up here and wait for our pups to follow? Let's give out a nice big howl, Mousy. Yeah, this has to bring back some memories for them. No, 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 not right at the end. Don't you even. Buzz. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, my heart. Oh, you guys. I thought that coyote was going straight for Buzz. I am getting rid of you right away. Goodbye. Oh, Buzz, you are one lucky, lucky duck. I wonder if little Buzz managed to intimidate the coyote, perhaps? Maybe that was the only reason why he turned away? I can't imagine that it was because Bumble was following, because we were a little bit too far away at that point. But it looks like Honey and Buzz are already up at the rendezvous site. I noticed that Honey was actually the first one to get here. After we chased the coyote out, of course. She was probably just as distracted as ever. And now we've all finally made it back home. Our brand new home at the summer hunting ground. With our new neighbors, of course. Our neighbor is the Southern Wolf Pack, which just goes to show that this story is far, far from over. So we have officially made it. Congratulations, you've brought your family to the rendezvous site. Here you'll spend the summer making this hillside your home and hunting insects, mice, and bird nestlings. By fall, they will be big and strong enough to hunt elk with you, and come the spring, you'll raise a new litter of pups. This year's pups will help raise those. Then after another year together, they'll leave the family in search of a mate just as you did. And so the cycle will continue. So with that in mind, we have 3 potential babies that we could choose from to take on the hive as their own. I'm going to create a poll for you guys, just as we usually do, so you guys can tell me which one you would like to see the most. Like I said, I do think I'm going to leave Daisy's story for the new update for WolfQuest 3, so we'll have Buzz, Honey, and Dandelion to choose from. Let me know if you guys have any ideas about challenges we could do, stories we could tell with them. They all have very different personalities, so I feel like there's a lot that we could do depending on which one we choose. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, but for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!